Hey Pioneers, welcome to our newest edition of See You in the Workplace, where we're visiting notable alumni at their places of work, talking about their time at Carroll and how they ended up in their careers of today. I'm Zachary Staszewski in the Alumni office, and we're here in downtown Waukesha with George Wang, class of 1992, owner and tattoo artist here at Waukesha Tattoo Company. So tell us a little bit more, how did you get into tattooing in the first place?
I was getting a tattoo. The owner of the shop asked me if I want to apprentice. Prior to that, I had designed a tattoo for a friend of mine. At that time, I needed an internship for art major, and so I went to the art department and asked the chair back then, Marcel Patoric, and she said, yes, I may do tattooing as internship. And because it is art. And that's how I got into this business. Tattoo is just poking holes.
Yeah.
And how do you make these holes to, tell a picture? It is just a different medium.
And so what kind of art were you doing primarily before you transitioned to tattoos?
I was in painting.
Okay.
And I did some photography as well. We traveled with Phil to...
Phil Kreitzer?
Yes, we traveled with him to California for an NCEP trip, and that was a life-changing trip. I still keep in touch with a lot of faculty that I had or current faculty.
Can you tell us about the artwork that we can find in here? Because I know some of that is actually Carroll students.
Yes, I made a promise to Miss P, Marcel Patoric, when I sell my first painting, I would donate to Carroll. And so I took that money and gave it to Carroll, and they established a portfolio fund for me.
Carroll students that win awards at Carroll then move their art and have it displayed here.
Yes, to encourage, future artists. I do believe that, you need to invest in the next generation because you can't just think about now, because you have to think about the big picture. Get this picture. That's the faculty in the...
There's Phil.
Yes. That's Tom Sally. And that's Guthrie.
Okay.
And that's Kurtz. And yeah.
Who drew that?
Miss P.
Okay.
I was able to save that from her collection.
How do you approach consultations, or what are important for people to know when working with you or working with a tattoo artist?
A lot of time, people have something in mind, and you do need to communicate well so you're on the same page. The more nervous you are, the harder for everybody.
It's kind of this front part that hurts the most. The part you're currently working on. Do you find people are more specific or more vague? Like, where on that continuum are most people getting a tattoo?
Everywhere.
Everywhere. How are tattoos changing culturally? Now it seems really mainstream.
For a lot of artists, it's like also a love and hate thing, because Pinterest is pretty much replacing the flash. And everybody sees something on Pinterest and say, yeah, I want that.
And when you say the flash, you mean the wall of tattoos?
Yes, the wall, back in the day, it's like, yeah, you come in, I want sheet 53, I want this little fish.
You're like koi fish, sailor, koi fish, star,
no,
music notes.
It will be flower, dolphin, flower,
dolphin
panther,
tattoos.
tribal,
What's
Chinese character.
What's the most common location that your clients ask you to tattoo on them?
Arms are always popular. Lower back tattoo was popular for a while. Chest tattoo was popular.
Okay.
But things change. Style change.
Sure.
We're seeing a lot of people choose ribcage as their first tattoo.
Okay.
Which is kind of daring.
Yes, well, because you've said that anything on bone, shoulders, rib cages, that's the most painful.
It can be more sensitive, yes.
Okay. And you have a tattoo on your rib cage, don't you?
Yes.
What is that of?
It's a cat.
A cat.
And it hurt.
What's the most common thing that people will want removed or covered?
A name.
That was going to be my guess.
You do need to continue to innovate.
Okay.
You have to be aware of trends. Some artists like myself will be like, well, I'm old school. I do a lot more on tracing paper, but that's what I'm comfortable with.
Sure.
Tattooing is about acceptance. Accepting who you are and accepting somebody else. Part of having a shop is to further this tattoo tradition in Waukesha and do your part.
Yeah.
And hopefully you can continue that.
That's gold.
I've done PIOP before.
You have done PIOP?
Yeah.
How many PIOPs have you tattooed?
Probably two, maybe two
That's
or three.
two more than I thought.
I did do a lot of C's
A lot of Carroll C's.
back in the day. Yeah.
Got it. Very cool.